Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat, and welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today. Good to see you, Kit. Good to see you, Brayherd. Good to see you, Beer Fox. Good to see you, Bad Rocks. Good to see you, Hope. And Kit, congratulations. You have won the crown of Firstendom this day, the crown of awakening. You can do what Sora cannot. You can wake people up. Bad Rocks, you can't believe you walked away without checking the time. Well, you know, these things happen. These things happen. And Hope, I feel like now I need to have like just a little patch of AstroTurf in my office. So whenever I get told don't touch grass or touch grass, I can just be like, aha, I will. But not touching grass in a Zelda game is hard. There's a lot of grass. So we're probably going to be touching some grass today because we're going back into Link's Awakening. We're going to be finishing it up today. Darn it, we will. I believe in us. We're in the last... Well, there's another dungeon, but we're in the last full dungeon. I believe in us. Hey, Mel, you got the baptismal records. Nice. Going to need them again. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, just a chunk of grass growing in the office. I mean, I can't manage a chunk of grass growing in the office. It would have to be AstroTurf. It would have to be fake. Wait, I thought you played Zelda last night. I did play Zelda last night. I'm playing more Zelda today. I love Zelda. Let's go. Grow wheatgrass. I don't have... I am not a farmer. Make smoothies? Ugh. Oh, why? Why did I jump that way? Church did first communion and confirmation, but didn't send the records back to the baptismal church. Yay! That happens so much for a period of the church. It's a huge problem, actually. Without looking it up, how many Zelda games are there? Okay, are we talking mainline Zelda games? Are we including spin-offs like Hyrule Warriors? Including spin-offs. Okay. Let's see if I can count this. So there's 1, 2, 3, Awakening, the 2 Oracle games, Ocarina, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, the 2 Wind Waker spin-offs, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Botwa Totka, Triforce Heroes, Four Swords Adventures, Minish Cap, two Hyrule Warriors, Link Between Worlds. I can count 22. Oh, there have been board games. Yeah, go watch the Brian David Gilbert video about Zelda and the timeline, and he includes those. And then I guess if we're going to include the 3 CDI, that's up to 25. Link's Crossbow Training, 26. Anyway, yeah, so I looked that up. I could not figure out where to go. Turns out there's just a hole in the wall you're supposed to blow up, and your hint is that you can get bombs there. Trying to think. 27 if we want to count the Game & Watch. Like the original Game & Watch. 28 if we want to include the watch. There's a Casio watch that is a playable Zelda game. I'm doing terrible at this. I feel like I'm missing a really obvious one. I'm not gonna count Wind Waker HD because that, or Twilight Princess HD because those are just, you know, remakes. Get ready for the most annoying mini-boss fight. He can yeet us back to the entrance. Like that! Did I include cadence? No. I don't know if that counts, but I guess we'll include it. So I'm up to 29 in my list. Do you think Link is a morning person? Yeah! Well, it depends on what Link we're talking about. So what is the number you came up with, Gale? Oh, you don't know this? I thought you were, like, looking this up. Like you had a wiki article or something. Ah, he has such an erratic movement pattern. Like the way he bounces back and forth. And there goes our health potion. Oh, come on! Come on! Why did that hurt him one time, but not that time? Turns out, spamming from below. 21 mainline, 17 spin-offs, 9 remakes. Okay, so that's 38. So I was close. I think I was missing a spin-off or two. Oh, that's just cruel. Can I jump him? No, he's too long of a sprite. But turns out just spamming attack gets you there eventually. Where did we see a crystal? We must have seen one somewhere. I'm not gonna lie to you folks. I'm kind of hating Turtle Rock. Like, different timelines, Link? Well, yeah, each, well, not each game, but most of the games have a different Link. And not like a different timeline, but like in a different era. So this is actually the same Link as in Zelda 1 and 2. And then they do throw in the fact that there are 3 parallel timelines that all manage to converge back at Breath of the Wild. Leave me alone, Bimos! Does Link marry Zelda? I don't know if he canonically does in any of them, actually. He's usually her knight. I think Ocarina of Time is really the only one that's like love interest. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss an obvious crystal in here. Well, the interesting thing about the reincarnation question is that Zelda and Ganon are always reincarnations, because Zelda's actually a manifestation of the goddess Hylia. Link is not. Link is not reincarnated. There just happens to be a hero born with the name Link when he is needed. Each Link is his own Link. But each Zelda and Ganon is a reincarnation of themselves. Go away, Blue Hinox. I'm looking for Crystal. Although, you'll give me a fairy, so whatever. Nope. Nope. He is not a reincarnating hero. The Triforce is just bestowed to the hero in the time of need. Trust me, I've been on podcasts lately about this. I had to do my research. Couldn't get enough Zelda? Nope. Never. How you doing, Trekkie? Okay. No crystal there. So that whole wing is a bust. Wait, was this on DocsCon? It was on the DocsCast, yeah. The most recent episode. Actually, we've done 2 Zelda episodes. Cindy and I. The more recent one was mostly talking about Tears of the Kingdom. The other one's mostly talking about Breath of the Wild and Ocarina of Time. I need to plug this more. I'm bad at self-promotion. This is how we got in here. I don't think there's a crystal in here, though. But Brayherd's got the link. Yeah, there's no crystal in there. But come to Doxicon this year. I'm giving the clergy keynote, and I'm not talking about Zelda at all. Can I add some Zelda? Probably not. It's already a pretty full talk. And I guess I have a way I could, but I don't know. I don't think it would quite fit. Where is this stupid crystal? It's not there. Did you know if you magic dust anti-fairies, they become fairies? I did. I have done that. It's very hard in this game, though, because the hitboxes are a little rough. Baloney, I hit him. Balonius monk. There we go. 1, 2, 3. No! I swung too early. Got him. How do you not have laser sword yet? Because I haven't... Oh, right. That's just a tease to show you, haha, there's a thing here. I haven't found enough mystery shells. Whoa, whoa there, Link. Is that a cold iron sword? You better check yourself. Okay, I'm looking at a map. Don't see a crystal anywhere. Oh, okay, I found it. That's baloney. You see that unexplored room in the bottom right? We need to get there. How do you get there? Get there with a bomb. Yeah, I know this rock is heavy. Or cracked or whatever. I don't care. So I actually need to get back to the entrance, so... I was so close to it, too. That's maybe the obnoxious part. Because... this will get me there. OG Ocarina. It is indeed. Okay, no, I need to get to the room to the right, but I need to get to it from the right. So I think I did that by this pathway down here, the stairs. Because that's where the dude with his ball kind of took me out. I clipped through the corner there. So you are saying there's a right way to do this. Oh wait, no, I need the... I picked up your ball. Excuse me. Oh, the hit physics in this are so weird, because, like, he throws it in an arc, so it looks like, oh, you know, it's moving 3D in a 2D space. But the problem is, it has hit detection that whole way. This room. Do you see anything interesting about this room? No? Neither do I. You know what's in it, though? A crystal! That wall actually had cracks. How would you have ever noticed their dialogue? Maybe if you talk to the statues, but they give really vague hints, or sometimes they're like, hey, did you know bombs can break walls? Yes? You've got the magic rod! Now you can burn things! Burn it's bad, baby, bad! Yes, now you too can commit an arson. It's just a giant match! Look, they only had like 5 pixels. But you may remember that there was, like, ice that we couldn't deal with. Or, distant torches. Wait, no, not that way. Oh, I know where I wanted to go. I went the wrong way. Have fun in ad jail, kids. Play nice. See you in 90 seconds. I refuse to play nice. Well, I can tell that you're not going to be in ad jail, so you don't have to. Yeah, magic rod with infinite ammo. You may remember this room. You're gonna smell it too! Ow. I pressed the jump button. Burn, 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 burn. Burn, 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 burn. Nope. Actually need to do this somewhat coordinated. Okay, it's time for another mini-boss. We've seen this one before, though. I don't like my sword. I'm a little particular about my sword being on the B button. Or at least being consistent. Too early. Okay. I believe in us to solve this puzzle. Do you believe in us, chat? I believe in us if I don't screw it up. I already screwed it. Well, that was recoverable, I think, but... Down. Left. Up. Left. Ah! Maybe doing this on an arcade joystick is not the best. Look, it's different from the normal Father Evan puzzle-solving experience, as Sparky, or Step Zero put it last night. Mumble, mumble, Father Evan. Lag? No, not lag. It's more just when the input's a little weird, being a switch rather than a simple button. And so the timing is... And then just, yeah, the timing of it is a little weird. Because you kind of have to buffer it. You have to, like... I mean, I solved it on my first try, technically. I just didn't execute it properly. Third try! I think that's one of my favorite emotes of all time. Rude. Okay, so now we need to get to the nightmare. And we know that that's going to require us to... Actually, I'm just going to warp back to the beginning because I think that'll be faster. Because there's another ladder towards the beginning that has ice blocking it. And there it is. See? More ice. Okay, so looking at this, though... How do we get there? It's like as soon as we fire off one of those, it just goes. So what if I... did that? No, that's... Yeah, I know it's called. Nope, that's... Can't take away that. Ah! I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I know it's cold. That's why we have the fire rod. So now... What if I do away with that row? Do away with this row. And I can fall down. You think you have it? Thank you. I'm glad. We got there.
Crackle whoosh! You're finished. I will never let you play the instruments of the sirens.
Oh, he hits like a truck. Roadster. We've been following the story in the Old Testament readings of Genesis, particularly Abraham and his early life. And there can sometimes be an attitude of, well, if it's in the Bible, then it should be allowed. And it's like, well, not every story in the Bible is a how-to. And I think, honestly, the story of Abraham is a wonderfully human story that precisely shows the, yes, I know, non-humanness, or not the non-humanness, the very humanness of it. And the way that he really makes some pretty big mistakes. Actually, I'm going to leave that equipped, because... I think just jumping over him is the solution. Yeah, his fire lava balls do like 3 hearts. And him hitting you is 4. Oh my goodness. Ah! I am fighting fire with fire, though it doesn't seem to be that effective. So I wonder if there's something more I'm supposed to be doing, but I couldn't... When I swung my sword at him, it didn't do anything. It just went clink. Lava is hot. Yeah, I know, but it's a magic rod. It's full of magic. Ice rod doesn't exist. We actually have our full inventory minus the boomerang, which, dang it, is an optional item. You replace your shovel with it. It is also the most powerful weapon in the game. Oh, to explain his damage. Oh, you know, well, when you put it that way... I was just trying to mash through the dialogue. All right, Mr. Whoosh Crackle. Ow. I got so distracted that I was hitting him so much that I forgot I'm supposed to dodge. Oh, hello, phase 2. You goofy, looking...
Crackle! Why did you come here? If it weren't for you, nothing would have to change. You cannot wake the windfish. Remember, you two are in the dream.
Cool story, bro. You got the thunder drum. Yeah, these villains trying to talk us out of their mission. I mean, they're doing self-preservation on some level. Egg. The egg on the mountain calls. Does, our friend want to talk to us? No? Okay. I was expecting the owl to show up. Anyway, let's go buy some magic potion, because I think we're gonna need it. Hey, Casey. The owl? No. I don't think the owl knows I exist. Even though we've met in person. To be fair, it was GothCon and there were lots of people. No, no, he was doing his own thing. Okay, where am I actually going? Where's Tracy hidden? Is it this way? No, this is the fishing hole. I think it's one of these. The bishop is coming to your parish in August. Hey, that's awesome. It's always special when you have the bishop visit. The layout of town is still seared into your memory. Yeah, and unfortunately, I have the memory of an iron sieve sometimes. It was where I teleported to. Hey there, big guy. I'm Crazy Tracy. Got a little secret for sale. Yeah, can I... Give me 28 rupees for your secret? Oh yeah, it gets more expensive every time you use it. Okay, let's go fight a windfish. Wait, we're supposed to be waking the windfish. Why are we fighting it? What have I not explored? Basically the rapids minigame, and I don't care to do that because... Use all heart. Oh, that's awesome, Casey. So we have 8 instruments. Which one are you playing? I think I'm gonna grab the triangle because it's the easiest. You just go ting. Rapids minigame! No! It's not even fun. The 8 magical instruments and your ocarina. You're right, fish don't usually hatch from that kind of egg, but this is not a normal fish. Hoot! The time has come! The windfish awaits! Enter the egg! Hoot hoot! Enter the egg. Also, I like that the, because then the Game Boy does not have, 8 voices, 8 channels in order to play all the instruments at once. It just kind of made some approximations. It still sounded fine. Windfish's egg. Appreciate how sounding like Owl from Winnie the Pooh. That's probably a lot better than how my owl sounds. Ah! Oh, I see. Okay, well that's different. Wait. Oh, ow, my head. This is the room we fell down in, and now it has a floor. Like having to carry the organ of evening calm. Okay, so that resets it. How am I supposed to know if I'm going in the right direction? There doesn't seem to be anything to indicate. This dungeon is trippy. Use a bomb on a wall. You know what? As good as any other idea I have. And I didn't even have that idea. Okay, there's no mini-map. Okay, I can't seem to light those torches in any way. If I leave, will the owl be there? He'll be like, what are you doing? Oh, no, he ran away. Okay, now the floor is gone again. Okay, and this is actually a different floor. Notice that the tile changed. So there's not a way to fire diagonally. I cannot light these torches. They're, for whatever reason, they're too... The geometry doesn't let either the fire rod or the powder hit them. Bomb. I'll try it, but no promises. Nope. Did you try falling? I did fall down there, and then everything got repetitive. What do I have in my inventory that might help? Don't think any of the songs would work. There is an owl who talks about this. Like, out in the world, like one of the statues. If that's the case, I don't like that as a puzzle, and I'll just look up the answer. I don't like that kind of puzzle design. Oh, it's the library book. There's a library book that that tells you it. So I think I actually have to get that, because it may not be the same every time. Who would have thought? The library is your friend! Real talk, though, public libraries are really cool places. And, you know, are really helpful and able to help build up communities, so, you know. Different per cart? I haven't even added anything to my cart, though. How many seashells am I at? I'm at 16. The properties of the warp holes. Nope.
Dark secrets and mysteries of Koholint. Do you really want to read it? Mwahaha. Round and round the passageways of the egg.
Right. Up. Up. Right. Up. Up. Right. Up. That's very repetitive.
Book reeks of secrets.
Like, we could try to hunt down 4 more shells to get the level 2 sword. But then, like, it might make the last boss too easy. Because then we'd have ×4 strength. Might smell mildewy. I like the smell of old books. Musty. Oh, it has 4 patterns. Well, I have my patterns, so... Yeah, and I did not steal from the shopkeep, because that also renames your file to Thief internally. It doesn't give it... It doesn't change the name on the menu select, but everyone else will call you Thief for the rest of the game. And I ain't about that. I am, however, getting distracted in my menuing. Well, really the first game to do morality labeling is Ultima 4 in the 80s. It has a whole complex system at play that you don't even know. Right. Up. Up. Right. Up. Up. Right. We do not care for the left entrance. Geronimo! We were born of nightmares to take over this world. We made the windfish sleep endlessly. The windfish doesn't wake up. This island will never disappear. We would have been masters of this place. But you had to come here and disrupt our plans. You can never defeat us. Let's rumble. I really like the logo of the windfish there, by the way. I think that's some really nice art. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, so it's not affected by that. Ow. Hey, Calvage. Coming in with the support, the buff meep. Borrowing his arms from Swoliel. Final battle at SeaWorld. This is the Shamu custody battle. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. You know? Is it bombs? Is it time for bombs? Nope. What do you mean the power of good music's not gonna work here? Aha! Oh, spooky mage. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. It's Zelda. Although if I spam at my max speed, it won't work. Because I can spam so fast I only go to the quarter mark. Instead of all the way out on a strike. Whoa, Moldorm. I'm gonna equip a feather. Whoa, no, get away from me, spooky nightmare man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, when I beat this, because I'm going to, I will have beaten 2 Zelda games in 24 hours using an arcade stick as my controller. I know that's not like a huge achievement, but it makes me laugh. Uh-oh, Ganon! Ganon's not in this game. I don't have the light arrows. I just have regular arrows. And those don't work either. Shampoo ain't no fish. Imagine you taking a drag off a cigarette while saying that. Okay, it's not powder. Is it bombs? Is it actually bombs here? Nope, it's not bombs. So we've tried arrows. That's it. Hook shots? No? Like, sword doesn't seem to do anything. Reflect things back? Like my shield? My mirror shield? Nope, it ain't mirror shield. Unless it's mirror shield on this. Nope, it ain't mirror shield on that. Is it shovel? Nope, it's boots. It's... I'm about to shovel dirt. Shut up. What a weird thing to have to use against Ganon. I don't think I'm hurting him. Ah! Wrong button! Wrong button. Shut up. Steam. No one asked your opinion. Is it still boots? You know, it might be, but I kind of want to try shovel. Or, bomb. The way you have to, like... It's bomb! It was finally bomb! It was your time to shine. Hope and bombs. Oh! It's a hands boss. It's a Nintendo hands boss. That means arrows. Nope, it's not arrows. Nope, it ain't so. Oh, it's just. Oh, it is arrows. It's just the correct spot. It's suddenly a Oh, what? A Goma. It's a Goma all of a sudden. I like this boss design a lot. A, because I think the kind of like ephemeral nature of it fits the nightmare theme very well. And also the ever-shifting need of different items. Like, it really tests your ability to use all your items. Because oftentimes in Zelda it can be like, oh yeah, I'm at the final boss, I'll just use the hammer. You know, and it tests your preparedness, because you have to have ammo for all these things. Oh, no. I got greedy there. Ah, you gotta hit it straight on. That's... Oh, jeepers. Hey, Enza. I make perfectly normal human noises. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. Ah! Dang it. Now we gotta go back to Tracy. We gotta restock. So we gotta get more arrows. Okay, but we know what the phases do, and we know especially with Ganon. So that makes that a lot easier. Is this your first playthrough? No, I've beaten this game before, but I think last time I beat it in full, I was in the 9th grade. So I don't remember what anything does in the final boss. I'm like, I remember it existing, but that's about it. Fortunately, we actually have a decent amount of money. After you get the bow, they do refund you pretty quickly. I will come again, because I need you to restock your arrows. Oh, this is one of your first. Nice. Good choice. Didn't have a lot of games to play. Yeah, I know that feeling. I think that should be enough, because I've got enough bombs. I should get some powder. I'm gonna go get some powder, because if I don't, then I will inevitably wind up missing a bunch. And I won't have enough. Oh wait, I don't need to... This isn't where you re-get the mushroom. This is just you go to the witch and you buy more. There's that witch. There's that witch. No, I can't just buy it from you, but I don't have enough items to... I don't have any item space. Where am I supposed to get more powder? Oh well. We live here now. Can I picture the priest that baptized you? He looks like he's about to forgive sin and go star increased lightning. That is an image. It looks so cool. Did he wear shades when he was baptizing you? Yes, 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 you were born. I know, you're evil, yes, blah, blah, blah. Shut up! Shut up and let me fight you! Nope. Ah, it's too slow. I'm not allowed to miss any more. Okay, I only need a little bit of magic powder. What was next? I think it was just Moldorm. Or no, it was Badminton. Which is a very easy phase. Oh, he has a different attack! How nice. He didn't use that last time. What? How am I supposed to know? I guess you just keep an eye out for what he's throwing at you. Okay, now it should be Moldorm. Yep. As long as I don't get hit too much during Moldorm, because Moldorm's just fairly erratic. Okay, now it should be Ganon. This phase does have a lot of health, but now that we know what we're doing, it's... we get a good number of shots in each round, depending on where he goes. Okay, that's Ganon. So the next phase was bombs. Or bomb, singular. And then it was Goma phase. Ah. And we still have our potion. Last time we used our potion on Ganon phase. No, it keeps not opening its eyes at opportune times. It's like always when the arms are in front. I disagree. So it looks like the max we can hit each time is 2. Bosses get iframes, I know. What? The boss has more iframes than the Lynx did in Four Swords last night. Yeah. It's okay, we still have our potion. Okay, there goes the potion. Oh, come on. Nine arrows left. 8 arrows left. 7. I missed that one. That's not good.
This island is going to disappear. Our world is going to disappear. Our world. Our world.
Oh, what a world. Link, you have beaten all the nightmares. Climb the stairs before you. I want to get a screenshot of what's about to happen for YouTube, so gotta get that set up. So Link killed Maria in the process? Yeah, well, yeah. I want to talk about that a little bit after. What? Young lad, I mean Link, the hero, you've defeated the nightmares. You have proven your wisdom, courage, and power. As part of the Windfish's spirit, I am the guardian of his dream world. But one day, the nightmares entered the dreams and began wreaking havoc. Then you, Link, came to the rescue, the island. I have always trusted in your courage to turn back the nightmares. Thank you, Link. My work is done. The windfish will wake soon. Goodbye. What? Yeah, the windfish. It has such a crazy design. I love it. I am the windfish. Long has been my slumber. In my dreams, an egg appeared and was surrounded by an island with people, animals, and the entire world. But verily, it be the nature of dreams to end. When I dost awaken, Koholint will be gone. Only the memory of this dream. Dreamland will exist in the waking world. Someday, thou may recall this island. That memory must be the real dream world. Come, Link, let us awaken together. Play the 8 instruments. Play the song of awakening. They pulled the talents. Sky Whale. You don't want to help me out, Sky Whale? I helped you. You're awake. Now you'll die at sea. Yeah. Woo! And again, my controller the entire time. So yeah, I think it does actually raise interesting questions. We talked a bit about this earlier when we learned that this is all a dream, but there are some interesting implications, and I think, you know, if we take it at face value, which we kind of have to, you know, it's a dream. What we experienced was never real to begin with. So I think that's a factor. But also there's an argument to be made that the memory lives on not just in Link, but in the Windfish, where all of this came from in the first place, where it was an emergent reality from the Windfish. And so it may live on in another way. Also, I love the credits here. They're flickering on my screen, but because of how frame rates work, you're seeing Serpenter. See, this says programmer Katsuaki Morita. I think at face value, it was a real place created by a sleeping mind of a magical sleeping fish. That's fair. Except it's more like whale. Um, wait for ads. Special thanks to Toshihiko Nakago. Special thanks to Koji Kondo. Tamayaki Kurume. Masaichi Okumura. Kanewara. Producer Shigeru Miyamoto. Executive producer Hiroshi Yamaguchi. The end. It's one of those where you have to now turn off the console. You were sad. That's fair. You're allowed to be. It is a bit of a bittersweet ending. Um, and that whole sequence where everything's kind of fading away and it's showing you the people you've walked with, like that's actually like that scene hits hard. I'm not gonna lie. And I think to do some theory crafting, there's a line that the Windfish uses saying, Link, let's wake up together, implying that Link himself is asleep and somehow sharing in the dream state. And the fact that he's back on his raft, or the remains of his raft afterward, kind of supports that, in my opinion. So but I think there are arguments to be explored and understood of like the morality of it, and like, are these real people, or is it because they are a dream? Are they just an extension of the Windfish? So they are sort of in a different category. And it's a lot of interesting stuff, but it's also a really fun game. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite 2D Zelda games. So yeah, Dallas was a dream the whole time. We did get Dallas. Kind of reminds you of being a kid in the ending of Labyrinth, where the main character still. Yeah. Oh man, the ending of Labyrinth annoys me to no end because it undermines the whole movie. I think they could still have the same message without the way they did it and the way they phrased it. But anyway, yeah, that sense of, losing childlike wonder. And that's a real thing that happens. And I think part of it is not just culture. I think part of it might be there might be a biological element as our brains get older and more less plasteel. And this game does serve kind of as a good metaphor of that, of holding on to that ability to dream and imagine a place. Shout out to people who do world building for like D&D and things, like who make worlds this size that feel lived into the players, and games in general. Like, and I think that's one of the things this game does well, is it makes it feel lived in. Like, this feels like there are these villages, because you have the animal village, the human village. You have individual shops, people kind of living on their own, people adventuring, and for something on the Game Boy, I think that's extra impressive. But it feels very lived in. And so when it ends and when it goes away, it feels extra powerful. But even during the game, it makes you feel very connected. You're like, oh no, Bow Wow's been stolen. I need to go rescue him for this lady who owns him and like takes care of him. It makes it feel very natural and very immersive. And yeah, it's funny because some games today, I'm not painting with a broad stroke saying broad strokes every game, but there are games that aim to be immersive and wind up just being so empty that it's like, oh, there's nothing here. And there are other games that do an even better job of being immersive than this, precisely because of the tools they have. But it is disappointing when it's like you want this game to be immersive, and it's like, oh, I am acutely aware I am a player and not a character. And I think that's one of the interesting things in emergent language of video games is the way we talk about, like, oh, what did you do in Link's Awakening? Oh, I woke the windfish. I conquered the nightmares. We take ownership and put ourselves into games, and that's not a bad thing. But I think that's important because I think that means by putting ourselves in there, we do have to be mindful and aware of what we're doing in the game sometimes and recognize, okay, this might be having a negative impact, and just being aware. And that doesn't mean you can't experience certain games. It just means you have to be mindful and aware of it and process it. I'm a fan of what's the word I want to use? Not informed gaming, but like intentional gaming. Intentionality goes a long way, and I think that's reflected very well in the Catholic faith, in many ways, from our morality and our sense of mission and ecclesiology. Not, it's not the be all end all, but I think it's an important part. So yeah, so that's Link's Awakening. Thank y'all for joining me on this journey. This has been a blast. I've really enjoyed getting to play this again. Meow. Hey, Calmage. But yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it, rather than trying to start up something else. Because with half an hour, rather stay for, good game indeed. Good game, many feels. Join us again on Monday for more Birth by Sleep. I will beat Xehanort this time. I'm going to do the grinding. Will I play the Switch remake? I want to at some point. I haven't gotten around to it, but I'm not mad. We got extra streaming last night. Exactly. I'd feel more bad if we didn't get a 4-hour stream last night. Anyway. Anyway, more Birth by Sleep Monday. Tuesday, we'll be starting the Spirit and the Mouse in the Spirit, Squirrel in the Spirit, Squirrel and Moose, something. I forget its name. Wednesday, Minecraft, continuing on the Observatory. I have ideas for the external part now that I want to work on. So that'll be fun. He says, not thinking of how much time and effort it's going to take. Anyway, and then next week for Thursday, for Throwback Thursday, we're going to be starting Zoombinis. We're going to be playing all 3 Zoombinis games. You can get number 1 on Steam, and then I got number 2 and 3 on disc. And what was weird is I couldn't get these to work, couldn't get them to work. I tried installing a virtual machine with Windows 95. Like, I was trying all sorts of things, and it just wasn't working. And then I just was like, okay, what if we try this again? And I just put them in. They're like, oh, we work now. So, whatever. I don't know. But we have Zoombinis 1 through 3. I've not thought about Zoombinis in a while. Well, that's a pity because it's a great game. Just heard their noise. Which one? They make all sorts of fun noises. Zoombinis. Maybe you had to wipe the discs with a banana peel. What? Hold on. What? Hold on. Time out. Time out. Banana peel. What? What? Is this a thing? This sounds like a terrible thing. Yeah, of course, Calmage. What's up? He's a known thing. I've never heard of it. That sounds incredibly cursed. I've heard of putting. It's a long. I've literally never heard that. I've literally never heard that. It sounds cursed. I believe you, but it sounds cursed. Um, I've heard of putting banana peels into slip differentials. Apparently, that's a good way to help them. Heard about wiping discs with toothpaste. See, I don't think that's a good idea because there's like little crystals in toothpaste, and that would actually scratch it further. But you can use toothpaste to clean sterling silver pretty well, although don't do it too often because it can ruin the silver if you do it constantly. Saved your bros game like that. Wow. As I Neb got raided by a fellow Christian, I checked their channel, and the raid, the who's who of anti-Catholic stuff. They themselves seem nice, but considering their channel was all like chick tracks and James, blah, blah, blah. Do you think it's worth trying to dialogue with them? No, not to actively engage in dialogue in their space. I should say. Um, if they want to come and dialogue with you, yes. And I think that ultimately we do need to find space to dialogue with those people. But if they are actively anti, you can't really do much. They're, that is not a fruitful place to engage in discussion. But if they want to come to you and ask questions and dialogue there, I think that's more appropriate. So leaving the door open and maybe being present in their community if you want. Again, if they're being like really anti-Catholic, you don't have to stay. But that could be a way of like showing it's like, hey, look, Catholics are normal too. Yeah, and they may be getting their stuff from Chick Tracks and places of not great sources, but like, and I guess it depends on how much of a relationship you have, or Neb has with them. Like if Neb has if this is the first interaction you've ever had, I think it's fine to say, okay, we're just gonna let that be what it was, and it could just stay where it is. Never met them before. Yeah, and see, I don't think you need to take. This sounds like they were trying to just raid a fellow Christian. They didn't know y'all were Catholic and were probably polite about it, but you don't have to get into every fight if that makes sense. Yes, we are called to be evangelizing people. Yes, we are called to be in dialogue with our fellow brothers and sisters in Christ. That doesn't mean we need to go into every fortress ourselves personally. Yeah, as Trekkie says, y'all did a good job of witnessing. So that's, that is allowed to be enough. Because boundaries are okay. It's okay to say that this is not your fight. You are not individually, personally called to convert this guy's thoughts and opinions. Like, so if he keeps showing up in your channel or Neb's channel and wants to talk, like, by all means, but I don't think you need to actively seek engaging in dialogue with him, because if he's that anti, if he's drawing on those sources, like, there are already walls, there are already, you know, pointed sticks, and there's a different, yeah. And if someone's open to dialogue, like if he's very clear and comes back again and again, and he's like, hey, I'd like to have you over on my channel just to like, and just have some chat, like, that's dialogue. You don't have to initiate it every time, though, and it's okay to say, okay, this may not be the but if he was a fellow Christian streamer and he came in and rated you as like, hey, I'd love to learn more about Catholicism, um you know can we chat about that sometime? He's inviting dialogue. If he's coming in and it's the who's who, it's kind of like, yeah. And you have Trekkie also saying, let it be until he decides to come back. You have two priests telling you it's okay to not, because I don't think this. I don't know this person. I'm not trying to say anything in judgment, but I don't think that it would be a space where dialogue would happen were you to try and reach out and engage with him. And it's okay to admit that. And it's okay to say, yep, that's not the space I'm called to be in. That's not the space, uh, where this is going to happen. Good news is, when anything in the church, we are not the only person. Instructions unclear. Head stuck in washing machine. Going to preach in my local evangelical Baptist parking lot. No, please, no. Put an entire exchange on Squitter. Yeah, speaking of places where dialogue doesn't happen. But, we have a big church. We have many voices in many ways, and I think that's a sentence I had to be forced to read. Thanks, Matt Pack. Anyway, yeah. So I think that's where maybe institutional church, it does a good job too of, like, staring out dirty laundry in public has never steered me wrong. Well, hope it was bombs in the end, so you might be onto something. Anyway, thank you again for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. Like I said, Monday, Birth by Sleep, Tuesday, Spirit in the Mouse, Minecraft, and then Zombinis. Thank you to everyone who's checked out the YouTube, the Discord, everyone's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits, all that good jazz. And why don't we see who's live that we can raid into, and then I'm going to mass, because we do our mass at 5 o'clock here in the house. I'll be praying for y'all. Gonna send you over to Yuha. It's his birthday. Say happy birthday. That's the raid call. Happy birthday. He's playing that new streamer game, Peak. It's Peak streamer game. Anyway, hope you have a great birth. Yes, exactly. Anyway, hope you have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Take care and God bless.